Okay, so let's jump right into it. I know last time I did do the fixed asset for using the acquisition doing the acquisition from the fixed asset card. But right now we're gonna do the acquisition for a fixed asset using the purchase invoice in Business Central. So from the role center, I'm gonna go ahead and click on fixed asset here. Of course, you can search for it here. You can search for anything in Business Central up here. Okay, let's move on. On here, if I pull this up, I would see that acquired is not turned on. That's because I haven't acquired it just yet. So let's go ahead and acquire it. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and search for purchase invoice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and click plus new and let me close this little fact box and then open this up. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose my vendor. Let's just choose this first vendor here. Posting date, we can leave it as is. Vendor invoice number, we'll just put a test 555. Okay, so now on the lines is where you want to make sure. Normally you would choose item if you're dealing with inventory, or if you want to just do a GL transaction, you can do that. But in this case, I'll go ahead and choose fixed assets. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and choose my fixed asset right there. Quantity of course, 1. And unit price, let's say it was purchased for, let's see, $5,000, for example. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and preview poll so you can see what this looks like. Okay, so now when I pull it up, it's showing my the transaction between, of course, the AP accounts. It's listed up here, and then the transaction between the acquisition GL account for equipment and tools. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and post this. Now you may be wondering, where is the acquisition number coming from? Okay, so if I go back to my fixed asset card, let me pull it up. I would see I have a class code of tangible, subclass code of equipment. And then down here, my posting group is equipment. Okay. My posting group is literally what links my, fixed asset in this case to my GL account. So 12210, that was the GL account we saw when we're posting that purchase invoice. Okay. So now, of course, now my acquired button has been turned on. My book value is now 5,000. And of course, we're, pretending that we purchased this back in 2022. And let's see. Okay, so now let's dive right into doing the depreciation since we have a bit of time. I'm just gonna click home right here from the fixed asset list page. I'm gonna go ahead and click calculate depreciation. Okay, I don't know if you noticed on the fixed asset card, it had the depreciation book of company, so we'll leave it as is. We'll leave the date as is also. Document number, we'll just put depreciation April 24, 2024. And we can give it the same posting description. Okay, if you wanted to do a specific depreciation for a specific fixed asset, of course, if you have multiple, you would choose that here. But in this case, since I only have one, there's no need to select anything. It would just, do it for me. So I'm going to click OK. Now it's saying, hey, it's been calculated. Do you want to open this? Yes. When I pull it up, I would see it's doing my depreciation for me between the fixed asset and the GL account for my depreciation expense. Again, this is being pulled from the posting group assigned on the fixed asset. Okay, so now of course I have my FA posting type here as depreciation, obviously, and this is calculating the depreciation for me based on the number of depreciation days, 818 days. Because remember, the purchase date was 1/1/2022 on the fixed asset card. Okay, so now if I go ahead and preview post it, it literally is just the same thing, between the fixed asset and the actual fixed asset itself. The depreciation expense is right here, of course. Okay, so now once I'm done, ooh, my laptop is about to die. Of course, it's also showing in the fixed asset ledger entries as it should. And once I'm done, I can go ahead and post this. So now once I'm done posting, if I go back to my fixed asset card, I would see my book value is now reduced because the depreciation has been taken into account. Okay, well, that's it. Y'all have a good one now. Bye.